Hi Taurus, and welcome to your tarot videoscope for 2017 by Ama. Happy New Year to you and to your loved ones. This is a general reading for Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising, and Taurus Moon. Please remember to check out your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign, because sometimes if your sun sign doesn't make sense to you, your messages may show up for you through your rising sign and through your moon sign. In this reading today, I will be opening 4 cards representing a trimester for 2017. So the first card will be January, February, March. The second one will be April, May, June, and so on and so forth. I already pre-shuffled the cards, and I'm going to use the traditional tarot for the first 4 cards, and then I'm also going to pick up another card from the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. By subscribing, you would allow me to take messages that could be important for you as well. And I will be posting a continuation of this reading for download and purchase through vimeo.com. Please check out the link down here below in the show more description box. In the continuation video, I will be pulling 1 card for a different aspect of your life. For example, 1 card that has to do with money and finances, 1 card that has to do with love and relationship, another card that has to do with your health, and another card that has to do with jobs and career. And of course, I'm going to talk about your Akashic Records messages for the year 2017, and there's going to be that 1 message for every month of 2017. So 12 months, 12 messages. And I also touched base how 2017 will bring you through the Jupiter special videos that I already made for you a couple of months ago. So if you are interested again in the Jupiter videos, how that will be affecting you in 2017, the link for that one again will be down here in the show more description box. If you like to contact me for a private reading, email me at amalightworker@gmail.com. Also, you may contact me through my website, amalightworker.com. Thank you again. Like, share, and subscribe. Allow me now to focus on this reading for you, Taurus. The first card that showed up for you for this reading, it is the 6 of Cups right here. It represents January, February, and March. The meaning of the 6 of Cups to me personally, it means a soulmate. It also means reminiscing over old times, memories of childhood, nostalgia of simple pleasures. It is also a reminder for you to stop, smell the roses, take your time, because very soon you will have more challenges, more changes that you will deal with, and more work ahead of you. But to me personally, this card also signifies reunions and gatherings of importance. So allow me to focus so this way I can pick up any psychic messages. Why this card showed up for you? I have the impression that for some of you, you may have a slow beginning of the year. It could be in one area of your life, or generally feeling like things are slowed down. And you may feel like you have more time to go within, to reflect, to focus on truly where do you see yourself in the future, focusing on your dreams, wishes, and fantasizing. Whatever happens in the first 3 months of the year, I keep getting that sometime in the later part of the year, you will be going back to this. So you are either going to complete something that happens in the first 3 months of the year, or you may have to go over it or redo things. So whatever happens at the beginning of the year, those situations will be revisiting you again sometime in the later part of the year. I keep getting that many of you will be focusing on finances for some reasons. Many of you either have to deal and resolve a tax problem, a loan, matters that have to do with reimbursement or a settlement. Other ones may have to deal with some sort of an inheritance or settling an estate. For some of you, I feel that recently, so this is something that already happened, it's not predicting. Either someone close to you crossed over, or you may heard of someone who crossed over. It could be a relative of a friend of yours, a relative of a lover or marriage partner or business partner. And I feel that for many of you, you are going to find yourself in a situation when someone will need a shoulder to cry on, and you may offer them comfort. I feel that some of you will, I feel like there's grieving around you. You could be the one grieving, as I said, or it could be that other people are grieving around you, and it could be for different reasons. Maybe some people lost a relationship and there's grieving and a hard time letting go. Whatever this is, I do feel that you are going to find yourself in various different situations when people are just going to need you, your emotional support, and to be there in some ways. Some of you may have to deal with new feelings of love, because I keep getting that some of you could be meeting someone new. And I feel that some of you Taurians are now more ready and more open to love. Some of you may be trying online dating, and maybe this is going to bring you some results. Maybe you meet someone through that. For other ones, it's going to be through friends, through gatherings and reunions of some sort. I keep getting many different invitations headed your way. For some of you, it's going to be either a college or a high school reunion, visiting or even moving back to either a place of childhood, or moving into a new territory, into a new place, new country. And through people and friends, you end up meeting someone new. And I keep getting the chances for some of you either to move, to make some sort of a move, will be presented to you several times during the year. But some of you may be facing issues of moving away, or traveling during the first 3 months of 2017. For other ones, I keep getting that through social invitations and social activities, you may end up making a connection with someone. This someone could be someone with whom eventually you may partner up in a business sense, could show up to be an important friend in your life, and you may develop a very strong sense of kinship with this person. And they're going to help you in some way, either to advance your career or simply to just hang out and have fun. But there's going to be a significance of this new friendship. For other ones, it's going to be that love connection here. It could also be that you may reconnect with someone from your past. May not necessarily be an old lover, but I keep getting many people reconnecting with people from the past. I keep getting a series of invitations. to attend workshops, a conference, a gala, an art show, something that has to do with an art collection of some sort. You may be buying or selling, you may be creative yourself and having to deal with matters of art, creativity, but also the business side of it. I keep getting some of you may be nominated for some award of importance. I keep getting that many of you will be focusing on finding new ways to have fun, to follow your creativity, to follow your heart, something to that inspires you, that motivates you, something that brings more joy in your life. And I also keep getting that for many of you, you may end up creating something. I don't know if you're going to do something with arts and crafts and it's going to give you a lot of joy. You could be creating a new business plan, you could be creating a book or other forms of creativity. Whatever this is, I feel that for some of you, you may be selling something that you are going to create at the beginning of the year. Some of you may be dealing with a business partnership, or you may be dealing with buying and selling either a business or a home or a piece of property, or buying and selling, I don't know, something else, something of importance. I feel that being outdoors will help you a lot to reflect upon yourself, to relax, but also to develop some sort of a new skill, or even to develop further your own intuition. Because I do feel that many of you will be seeking out some sort of an advice or a counsel from someone of expertise. It may be a spiritual counseling or a life coach. For some of you, for others, could be dealing with a lawyer, an accountant, even consulting with a priest for some matters. But whatever this is, I feel like synchronicity plays a big role, because you are going to need people at a particular time of your life. So there is a reason why these people will show up at a very particular time of your life. I keep getting a lot of scientific research for some Taurians, not for all of you, that has to do with behavior sciences, psychological sciences, cultural differences, having to write a paper about that, or an article, or simply taking a particular interest in that. If you are someone who has to deal with these sciences, maybe you're studying them in school, maybe you work in related fields. For some of you, I feel that somehow you're going to have some sort of a major breakthrough, and you could even be rewarded because of it. It could be that joy, spiritual reward. It could be rewards through money, or being recognized, a great deal of achievement and recognition for it. I also keep getting that some of you may be dealing with universities, so either working in university or college area, and in some ways you are going to go back to some old passion of yours. So if you had a hobby, now you may be going back to that. And I also keep getting that if something emotionally needs to come to a closure, that will come to a closure. I don't know what that is, okay? So emotional closure over a situation that already happened. So whatever you is it that you need to get over it in order for you to move on. Some of you will be focusing on healing an existing relationship. It could be focusing on healing your marriage, your existing relationships. As for many of you, you may find some challenges or difficulties in your existing relationship. May not necessarily happen at the beginning of the year, but definitely at some point. I keep getting that you will be focusing a lot in your own relationship. So let's now move on to the next card. The next card that showed up for you, it is the King of Cups right here, representing April, May, and June. If it represents a person, usually it represents a Cancer or Scorpio or a Pisces. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign, or it could represent someone that has a lot of water signs in their chart. So this King of Cups had to go through a lot of difficulties in life, challenges, but they did hold on throughout it with a lot of grace and dignity, and now things are starting to resolve or to be more steady. There's a better standing and a understanding among each other, but there's also a better sense of stability. To me personally, this King of Cups also represents someone that deals with the law, works works with the law, someone who works with science or even creative arts, creative minds, or someone who has intuitive side of them, could be a priest, could be a spiritual counseling, a teacher or a mentor. So someone who deals with divination and divinity or divination arts. So because this is a general reading, this King of Cups may show up for you, not necessarily as a man. For some Taurians, it may show up to be a woman. Some of you may be in a relationship with this King of Cups. Again, could be a man or a woman. And I feel that for some of you, this King of Cups will push you to move forward in some way. They may inspire you or motivate you to achieve your dreams. For some of you, this may be a love partner as a result of a new relationship, or as a result of the relationship that you have with this King of Cups. I feel that some of you may be traveling to meet them back and forth. Maybe they do live at a certain distance. For other ones, this has to do with the relocation matter. Maybe you will move in with them, maybe they will move in with you, but I keep getting love, traveling, and relocation inspired for some of you Taurians, not for all of you. However, I also keep getting that at some point, family matters will take priority over everything else. Some of you may have to deal with an elderly parent, matters involving a parent, maybe representing them, helping them, doing things in their behalf, so dealing with matters of that sort. For other ones, it could be focusing on family matters for other reasons. Maybe some of you may be dealing with some sort of an empty nest syndrome. Maybe children move away or move out, or they go away to college. I also keep getting maybe some of you have to deal with a family drama or a family emergency of some sort, but I also keep seeing you resolving the matter, but nevertheless having to deal with that. I feel that during this time, many of you may be going through a phase when your dreams are going to be very significant. I keep getting that the signs will be very clear to you. They're going to be out there. Whatever these little signs are, please pay attention to that. I feel that some of you could be traveling across the ocean, moving somewhere near water, or maybe you may now find yourself working in a different office, and maybe you have to either pass through water, drive by water to get there, or it could be also related to some sort of a water view scenario. I keep getting that little by little, Taurus, the scenario around you is changing. people around you are changing, places where you live, work. So there's going to be a lot of changes, but you may not notice all of these changes. You may miss your call, or you may miss a certain opportunity. So I keep getting slow down, reflect, connect with yourself. And when you do that, you're going to see and realize how much has been changing around you. Some of you may schedule some sort of a cosmetic procedure during this time, or having to reschedule, or dealing with matters that have to do with changing your appearance, as I said, cosmetic surgeries, changing your wardrobe. But there's going to be some sort of a major transformation of your look. I also keep getting that for some of you, you may reach a certain important agreement with a client, a business partner, a business associate. I keep getting something important that has to deal with a money, a deal, or a business deal for other Taurians. I feel that you may have to deal again with some people from the past. For some of you, I feel like someone around you may be dealing either with depression, some sort of form of depression. Maybe they are isolating themselves. You may deal or see people around you that are struggling with issues of alcoholism, or drugs, or other stuff, because I keep getting that some of you may be doing some sort of an intervention here during this time to kind of heal them. I feel that some of you may be going for a counsel here. Some of you may be seeking out counsel with a psychologist, or even with a priest or a life coach, but it's going to be couples counseling for some of you, and trying to heal and save or repair a marriage for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you. And I feel that during this time, you may find two things may happen. I keep getting, for some of you, you may find that some of your responsibilities, now you don't have to take care of all of your responsibilities and duties. So there's facilitation of your situation. And for other ones, you may find yourself having more duties and more responsibilities, either with work, or with family, or friendships, and other matters. So responsibilities, in other words, are very much highlighted during this time. The next card that showed up for you, and I also forgot to mention, some of the astrological planetary movements that will be affecting 2017 for you are the lunar and the solar eclipses. We will have a lunar eclipse in February 10, a solar eclipse in February 26, another lunar eclipse in August 7, and another solar eclipse in August 21st. The next card that showed up for you, it is the Two of Swords. So it represents July, August, and September. So keep in mind that this is a general reading. Sometimes, some things may not necessarily happen in March, maybe they happen in April, so it's approximately the, these couple of months. So Two of Swords to me represents undecisiveness, feeling caught between two choices, two people, two ideas, two situations. And another focus of the card has to do with having courage, matters of courage, matter of friendships, and it could be also related to reflection and matters of going within, reflecting, and also matters of intimacy. So now allow me to focus and let me figure out why this card showed up in this reading and what does it mean for you. For some of you, maybe you have to deal with a new situation or new developments in an old situation. For some of you, again, has to do with either moving jobs. Maybe you recently moved jobs and now you have to deal with the new changes that come with a new territory, with a new job. You may find that maybe you have some difficulties here making decisions or other things that you have to resolve in a work related sense. I feel that for many of you, you may have a chance or an opportunity either to move offices, to expand a business that maybe you have. Some of you may have a business, and you could also be dealing with matters of having to travel for business or for other reasons, and having second thoughts about that, or not knowing what to do. Some of you may feel blocked in some way. Maybe creative ideas may not come to you as easy. But I also keep getting that many of you are trying to find the proper balance here. Not only going to work, but also trying to make some time to simply have fun and focusing on yourself. I feel that some of you have to choose a major, or maybe you don't know what could be right for you, this major or that major. For other ones, it could be dealing with a new direction in your career. In some way, maybe your career is expanding, but that also calls that you need to narrow down a path or a direction, and you may need to deal with matters of that. I feel that you're going to deal with new situations with new friends that have a lot to deal with new friendships. And I feel that maybe some of you could be now reconnecting with people that you consider like your family, your tribe, your people. So some of you could be transitioning from old friendships to new friendships, or simply dealing with matters of new friendships. And this may show up for you also as forums, online forums, having friendships through media or through online interactions. I feel that for some of you, you may have to deal with a matter that has to do with the legality of a situation, or finalizing a marriage, getting a marriage license, changing your name, maybe because you could be getting married. You could be changing the name. Maybe you are completing or finishing some sort of important study or certification, and now for some of you it could be that your status is changing. You may be adding more titles to your name, or new things are going to happen with your job description. That could be changing for some of you. I also keep getting that if you were worried about money or about clients, I don't know, maybe you deal with clients. I feel that something here is shifting, something here is changing. Some of you may have returning clients, or you may simply find yourself very busy with clients. You're going to deal with, when it comes to your own self, having to refinance a car, refinance a home, matters of reimbursements, again. So there's going to be a lot of, again, some sort of focus into some financial matters. And for some of you, it could be in relation to this upcoming wedding, upcoming marriage. It could be your wedding, your marriage, or it could be someone else in the family is getting married. And I also keep getting that you may have some doubts when it comes to something that a doctor is telling you. So I don't know what this is, but some of you may have some questions to be answered by a doctor or by a health care professionist, because you may have to deal with that. The next card that showed up for you, it is the Chariot right here. It represents October, November, December. The meaning of the Chariot for me, it means victory, moving ahead, moving forward, overcoming an obstacle. So it means triumph, excuse me. It means providence, triumphs. Sometimes to meet also means a car, matters of transportation, but it also means for some of you an old lover may contact you or may show up, or again people from your past, and for some of you you may have to deal with an old lover. Okay, and so the chariot also has to deal with traveling. So allow me to focus and let me figure out why this card showed up for you. It feels that some of you had to deal with having to make an important decision in relation to a relationship, in relation to someone, to be or not to be with someone. Okay. I feel that some of you may find yourself traveling, and for some of you the reason for traveling could be in relation to a business deal or in relation to your career. I keep hearing the market is expanding for you, and I feel that for some of you market expanding, they are trying to tell you that your job market is expanding. You are now have new jobs, new areas to look for jobs, new professions. If you are single and you are in the market and you are looking, again, they're saying your market here is expanding. They're saying there is more fish in the sea. You're going to have to deal with matters of miscommunication. And I keep getting that something could blow out of the proportion. And ultimately, it's not going to be a big deal, but there's going to be some sort of an estrangement from someone, maybe because of this unintended misunderstanding. For some of you, I feel that it's related to a new home, a new residence, a new place where you live, or even a new way of doing things, a new way of living. Some of you, I feel like at this point you have made some drastic transformations in your life. It could be complete transforming your health, going vegan or going vegetarian. If you had some sort of addiction, maybe you dealt with that addiction and now you could be addiction free. For some of you, I feel like maybe you had some lead problem and you are trying, I don't know, but disease could be affecting your health. And it could be maybe the walls, the paint in your house had lead and then you had to move on. For other ones, it could be trying to use products that are lead free. So there's going to be a lot of focus in changing the way you live in some sort of a big, major, or even drastic way. Some of you could be moving into an upper scale area, into an upper scale neighborhood, because I do feel that for some of you, you have achieved that level of luxury, that level of financial success, or simply success that in your mind to you represents the upper class, or it's a big momentum for you. So it's a big deal to you. I keep getting something around jewelry, expensive jewelry. Please be careful around that. Things being lost or broken, having to cleaning jewelry, returning jewelry, fixing jewelry, but it seems to be expensive jewelry or even luxury jewelry around this time. I also keep getting matters of having to deal with flat tires for other Taurians. So please be careful around that, or generally having to deal with some sort of car issue. And I also feel that some of you could be now starting, maybe you work with cars, car dealerships, car repairs. I keep getting some of you Taurians being very successful at this kind of jobs. I feel that for some of you, this card also showed up because I feel like you shaped your body and you are exercising here, and you are going to feel more in control of your life, of your situation, of your mental faculties, and having to overcome some sort of a fear that made you stuck in the same current situation. Maybe some of you were afraid of getting out of a business deal, getting out of a relationship, and now I feel that the Chariot is bringing you that courage that you needed to get out of either this relationship that felt stagnating to you, or this gloomy mood, or this difficult situation. For some of you, I keep getting a major expansion of your fortune. Your fortune could be expanding in a big way. You may end up having a second home. If you have a business, you could be expanding or even having a second location. Some of you maybe you could be having two jobs. But whatever this is, I feel like in many ways you are going to overcome any obstacle that life will throw your way, and getting ahead, making some sort of a success. And the next card that showed up for you from the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland is Spiritual Strength, right here. And this card has to do with you having the courage that you need, having the discipline that you need, and also being persistent in dealing with new changes. So don't be afraid of dealing with new situations and new changes. One last push. And I do feel that this spiritual strength, not only it represents you internally, how strong you can be, but it feels to me like it's representing your intimacy within yourself. What do you say to yourself when you are by yourself? And I also feel like they're talking about matters of your emotional intimacy with others. And for some Taurians, I feel like they are addressing matters of physical intimacy with other people. So they're saying there's going to be an improvement in these areas. Some of you could be attending a retreat. Other ones, you may start doing workshops and lectures and getting paid for it. Maybe you are a life coach or someone who does psychic work or tarot reading or counseling of other sorts and dealing with matters of emotions, lifestyle, and matters of spirituality and divinity. So for some of you, you are starting a new important journey. Taking some time out could be very important for you. And I also keep getting that for some Taurians, the month of January and around September, so let's say around January and around September, are very much highlighted for you for things that have a certain meaning for you. Spiritual transformation, or either, as I said, attending a workshop or spiritual retreat, addressing issues of what your heart desires to achieve, what makes your heart sing. Some of you may find yourself meeting or interacting in some way with someone that you respect a great deal. For some of you, could be a famous monk or someone who deals with the Buddhism and maybe is a teacher or a mentor for you. Other ones may be dealing or having encounters or some sort of important interaction maybe with a political figure in your area, maybe the CFO or the CEO or a company. But definitely some of you will meet some very prominent figures that somehow they are going to inspire you. Other Taurians, you may end up meeting or interacting with someone that you idolize. It could be a famous artist, a famous movie star, a scientist. There's going to be participation in book clubs, fan clubs, attending meetings of some sort. But I also feel that some of you could be starting some sort of an activity or an organization that deals with helping others and supporting other people. So for some of you, this could be the beginning of some sort of a very important humanitarian or charity work. And now allow me to pass on to you your Akashic Records messages. Again, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click in the link below for a continuation of this video. You will be worried about someone's health deteriorating, or maybe their health, they have some challenges in their health in some way. Please take any chance and opportunities this year to get outside of your comfort zone, to think outside the box. Be open to new things and new ways of thinking. School and education will take a particular meaning for you in 2017. Some of you, Taurians, may start to pick up on an old hobby, on an old passion again. For example, if you liked playing piano and you haven't played in a long time, you could be going back to that. If you love traveling and you haven't traveled in a long time, you could be getting back to that. Some of you could be dealing with keeping a journal, writing a memoir, journaling of some sort. Now you could be going back to that. Or maybe it could be vlogging or blogging, ice skating, painting, maybe doing readings. Whatever this is, I keep going back to that. For some of you Taurians, your relationship with your love partner could be tested again, dealing with some ups and downs. This could and I also keep getting a message that a love partner or a business partner or a business associate could be revealing something quite shocking to you. I get a great deal of success for those of you who deal with media, social media, entrepreneurship, business of some sort. Many of you will start a spiritual journey, a spiritual path in 2017. If you already are in a spiritual path, you may discover other things that could be presenting for you like a deeper meaning or a deeper connection, you're going to deepen this spiritual journey, and you may find yourself attending a spiritual retreat. Thank you again so much. Click in the link down here below for a continuation of this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Email me for a private reading, amalightworker.com or amalightworker@gmail.com. Happy 2017 to you and your loved ones. Bye.